Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. Believe it or not, it is time for another monthly recap. In today's episode, we put a lid on the month that was March 2020. What are we drinking today?
Today we're drinking Neon by Barntown Brewery. It's a hazy IPA.
Did you call me Leon?
No, Neon.
Oh, okay. You know the drill. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and let's celebrate the month that was March 2020.
Coming out over here, and I want you to sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and enjoy this episode of Gaming Off the Grid.
Alright, here we go. What a strange month March of 2020 has been for anybody in the world, for that matter.
Yeah,
but
it's been such a weird month with Corona, COVID-19.
Yeah.
People are getting locked down, shut down. It's been weird. Like, every day I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So the months kind of felt really long.
Yeah.
You know?
But there were some really good times as well, and I think that's what we aim to focus on on our channel for the most part, and in these videos here. Now, we should be gearing up to go to Midwest Gaming Classic, but that has went by the wayside because of COVID-19.
Which makes me really sad. You know, I was looking forward to that for so long. We were going to meet so many amazing people.
Yeah.
But you got to make the best of what you can.
We've played more games lately than we typically get to, so when life gives you lemons, you gotta make a little lemonade or hazy IPA.
I hate lemonade.
So anyway, first category, channel of the month. We usually focus on a smaller channel here to try to drive some views their way, but the channel we've been watching a lot this month because they've really had to change their format because of the circumstances, and I think it's been an awesome fluid transition, is Pixel Game Squad.
Yes, they do not need any help. They're a huge channel. They're one of our favorite channels to watch.
Yep.
But the way they're doing their squad casts now, I've really liked. Like, it's super raw.
Yep.
It's super, like, uncut. There's not much editing. It's really awesome. I love it.
And I just feel like it really is kind of a sign, you know, of the times, what we're all going through. They love getting together, hanging out with their friends, and going game hunting and that type of stuff, and they can't do that. But
So
they're
they
not
adapted,
they're just adapting and still trying to have as much fun as they can given the situation. A lot of us are stuck in our houses, things like that. And I just think it's really cool they've been able to adapt, and it just feels good, makes us laugh. Happiness when we watch their channel.
Happiness!
And, yeah, we got to spend quite a bit of time talking to those guys over the last couple weeks, and it's been really cool.
Yeah, so if you haven't checked out Pixel Game Squad, which if you're in this community, you definitely know who they are. But if you haven't, go check them out. They are one of our favorite channels ever.
Speaking of another one of our favorite channels ever, the video of the month.
Cool.
Hands down. Now, this happened, I believe, on the back end of February.
Yes, this happened at the tail end of February, but we had already filmed our February monthly recap, so it's this month's video of the month.
He doesn't really need much of an introduction. The best retro gamer I've ever seen with my own two eyes is Megadan29. And he posted a no-death run of Battletoads.
Oh my god,
on the NES.
dude, he was working for it for so long, and then when he finally got it, it's so impressive. That's one of the hardest games ever made.
It is.
And when he did it, I was like, holy crap. And then his reaction to beating the game is so, like, genuine and real, but also kind of funny to watch because he's freaking out, which I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I don't even think I could no-death run the first level of that game. Like, that's insane.
So impressive.
I did it! I did it! Yeah! I did it! I did it! Yes! Oh my god! I fucking did it, dude!
So if you guys haven't seen that, or any of his other work for that matter, he's got so many no-death runs on his channel. We use his content a lot, not only for our entertainment, but he's helped us through a lot of games as well, just through watching his videos, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he has a lot of walkthroughs and playthroughs, and he's like, okay, this is how you do this, this is how you do this, so it's awesome. And you gotta check out the No Death run because it is incredible.
And another side nugget was his No Death run of Superstars on the Game Boy, because when Mr. Perfect wins it, we just gotta roll the footage, it's hilarious.
Look at his face! Look at his face right there! He's like, I won. I'm perfect. Look at that face.
Alright, so, video of the month, Megadan29, no death running Battletoads. You gotta love it. And some WWF Superstars.
Dude, it's Mr. Perfect.
Because I'm perfect.
Dude, it's so funny. Now, moving on to your video game of the month. Speaking of Megadan, he's the one that taught us how to play this game.
Yep.
The game of the month is Contra 3, The Alien Wars. Dude, we spent so much time in February and March working on this game, trying to do a playthrough of it. And we did it on normal, so it's not the true ending.
Yep.
But I'm super proud of how we did it, and I know Death ran it. Just gotta say that.
Hey, Mr. No Death Run himself.
Woo!
That's a awesome run.
That's how you freaking kill the game right there.
Some stupid ass deaths, but damn.
I don't think I died.
For real?
I don't think I died.
It was a really cool playthrough. I'm very proud of it. We're working on it on the game on hard now.
Which is way harder than normal.
Yeah, but playing any Contra game, 2-player, anybody who's Contra fans that's watching, you know it adds a different element of the game. So not only did we have to learn the game single player, but then you got to bring those skills together and kind of really get that communication out. There's a lot of nonverbal communication that has to happen.
You have to know, you have to move at basically the same pace.
Yep.
It does make some bosses a little bit easier, but then there's parts that are harder, like platforming and jumping and stuff. But Game of the Month, Contra 3, dude.
Yeah, it was a great
I can't
time.
stop thinking about it, and I just want to always be playing it. What's crazy is it's a short game.
Yeah, it is.
It's like 20 minutes. But man,
It's a ball buster.
It's awesome. So that's our video game of the month. Now let's move on to comment of the month.
Yes, sir.
This is when things get funny.
So one of our subscribers, EDF Central, I don't know what it is about the way he tells stories, but he just makes me laugh. He just is so detailed about his comments a lot of the times. And there's one in particular that I just love. He just got shit on, basically, by Circuit City. And here's the comment. It's on our CRT video, by the way. Another funny memory is when I got my first HD TV, and it was a CRT HD TV. That freaking monster was a 27-inch, 120-pound monstrosity that I had to lug up a flight of stairs by myself. It was so massive, I thought I was going to pass out by the time I got it to the top. I got it out of the box, heaved it up 4 feet in the air on top of the dresser, and then the coaxial jack broke off and fell out of the back. I was a hair away from going full-on Godzilla. So I packed it up and I lugged it down the stairs back to Circuit City for a replacement. Back home and back up the stairs again, the TV worked and I was overjoyed. For a mere month or two before it died completely. Circuit City made me send it to a repair guy who then lost my TV and never could find it. Circuit City offered me a $10 gift card for my trouble. Finally, several months of fighting, I finally got Circuit City to give me another television. Funny now, but not then.
Dude,
I just love it.
It's such a funny story, and I can imagine the pain he went through to freaking do it. And then the icing on the cake is the $10 gift card for all that work.
And part of the funniness that I find in it is that HD TV CRT, I know we have a little bit bigger one than the one he's talking about, but that TV right across from us, right there, that's so heavy. I remember moving that into this place
and you did it by yourself.
By myself, but I was going one stair at a time and setting it down. That's how heavy it is, and I'm a fairly strong dude.
You can feel it, dude! You can feel it!
There's no good way to carry these, so I know what he went through to get it up there. And then unbelievable. The pain. So we love all the comments. The comment section is what drives us. We try getting back to every single one of them in a timely manner. It's really important to us. And EDF Central, you're an awesome subscriber, and we appreciate your support. And thanks for the laughs, man. It means a lot to us.
Yes, congrats on being comment of the month. Now let's move on to one of my favorite categories of the month to recap, and that is beer. So first off, March was incredible for beer. At least beer that we drank on the channel. So before I say what our beer of the month is, I just want to say some honorable mentions because there's so many good ones.
It was really hard to choose.
So the month started off with a peanut butter cup stout by Hidden Springs, and it tasted like a freaking peanut butter Reese's cup. So good. And then there was the Abyss 2018 by Deschutes. Dude, Abyss, so good.
World class.
Then there was 18 by Central Waters. It's an anniversary stout that Captain Algebra gave us. That one was so good.
I think that was the beer we did with Contra 3.
Oh, so, yeah, it was. That was our trophy beer.
Yeah.
And then there was a beer that Joe Wallace sent us, and it was Dark Star by Fremont. Dude, that beer was so good. But the beer of the month for March is Cherry Cheesecake by Barntown Brewery because I've never had anything like it, and it just blew me away, and it's so tasty.
Yeah, so it's a pastry sour, and it's one of those things. I totally agree that it has to be beer of the month because never tasted anything like it, and that hits what it's called so on the nose.
Just exactly.
Like, you could blind taste test that and ask someone, what did that taste like? Like cherry cheesecake. No doubt everybody would pick that. And you know, some of these other beers that were our honorable mentions, I would probably go to more on the regular for my normal style.
Yeah.
But that cherry cheesecake beer, I don't think I will ever have another sour that is that unique and delicious.
And on top of that, it's a beer that I think everyone would enjoy.
Yeah.
So like a beer for the masses that's also really good, that's also
Yeah.
like just exactly what it says it is. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
And they did it, and holy crap.
Yeah.
Barntown is new to us, and we can't stop drinking it. It's
Yep,
so
fantastic. And we're actually drinking a Barntown beer in this episode.
good. But we'll
so-
get to that
Yeah.
in a little bit. Now let's move on to a new category of the month recap. This is a new thing that we're starting called Boner Dog of the Month.
Was it you? Was it you?
Was it you?
Okay, so we are now hosts of YouTuber of the Month, and it's supposed to be a really awesome, positive thing, and for the most part it is. But the last YouTuber of the Month, there was some controversy. People were creating burner accounts to vote for people. We had John Goodman vote. We had Hulk Hogan vote.
Dude, on top of that, we were getting messages, like harassment messages, being like, oh, these aren't real accounts. And we were like, dude, we got it under control. We'll figure it out. And then all of a sudden, these flood of fake accounts come
Yeah,
in. So
yeah.
it was just chaotic, and we didn't know what to do. We didn't know how to solve it.
Yeah.
So it was weird because we had to pick 2 winners for YouTuber of the Month.
Yeah.
And it was just unnecessary drama for no
Yeah.
reason.
And it's like, guys, this is video games that we do here.
Yeah,
okay?
it's supposed to be fun.
Like, why can't you just behave? It's like somebody going to Chuck E. Cheese and making it a bad time for everyone. Like,
And it's like-
freaking have fun.
Yeah.
It's video games. And you know, when you win YouTuber of the Month, you're a small YouTuber trying to get some traction. It isn't like you won President of the United States or got elected. It's just gonna help your channel get a little boost. We don't need to get stupid. And a lot of people got stupid.
Yeah, it was
So anyways,
frustrating.
the boner dogs are the people that created the burner accounts and the people that just took it way too far. Yeah, hopefully you don't come back to the channel because we don't want you to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm excited that this is a new category because it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
And
Yeah.
I love that Boner Dog is now an official category.
Oh, it's spreading like wildfire.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
we need to get shirts made.
Oh, we will. Okay, we got 2 more categories of the month to recap, but I kind of want to talk about this beer because it's Barntown.
Yeah, and man, this beer looks really good in these Gaming Off the Grid glasses.
Yeah, it does. Product placement.
Yeah, there we go. It's a hazy IPA. I try always letting you start off with the IPA reviews because that is in your wheelhouse. I'm just kind of riding your coattails anytime we talk about IPAs.
So, if you look at it, dude, it looks neon. And that's what the beer is called, neon. So, Barntown, they've already delivered what they said it is. It's a neon hazy IPA. Exactly what it is. When we first poured this, I had it sitting on the table and I was like, dude, I can smell the hops. I can smell the pininess of it. And I was like, this is going to be an aggressive, hoppy beer. And I was like, yes. And then I took a sip of it. I was like, whoa, that's not aggressive. That's super smooth. That's super hazy, super juicy. It's just like a perfectly well-balanced hazy IPA. Dude, this is so good. And I think a lot of people would like this.
I really, really enjoy it. It's got a heavy juice component. I don't think the camera will pick it up, but you cannot see through this beer
No, it's
whatsoever.
super
cloudy. But very good. This is the type of IPA I enjoy. When you were saying, I was walking down the hallway and you're like, oh my God, it's so piney. I heard you saying, I'm like, God damn it. I didn't think it was going to be a beer that I enjoyed, but I do like this beer. And once again, from my perspective, I think yours as well, Barntown Brewing continues to impress. So if you're in the Des Moines, Iowa area, you got to look these guys up. They're doing a really good job.
Yeah, so good. And I'm just blown away by the nose I'm getting from it is that aggressive, but then like the way when you drink it, it's so smooth and so well balanced.
And it's mellow, yeah.
It's like, man, they're doing something amazing over
Yeah.
there. And
It's a really good beer.
Barntown, beer of the month, and this, man, so good.
Yeah, this
good
is a
job,
fantastic
Barntown.
beer, which will be eligible for Beer of the Month in April.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now let's move on to what's on in the game room.
We always have stuff on in the game room, sometimes 2 things, because we have the 2 TVs, but it kind of helps us a little bit with the editing, and sometimes we take a little break so we can refocus, blah, 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 because we have ADHD, most likely, unofficial,
Squirrel?
but, yeah. But, anywho, we have been really dialed into Bret Hart this month.
He's one of our favorite wrestlers.
Yeah.
He's so awesome. I'm about to finish his book. I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, so in the vein of you finishing the book and you're bringing up stories that you're getting to in the book, I was like, man, you really need to watch this documentary, Wrestling with Shadows. It's a documentary that Bret Hart kind of put out himself. It's a pretty low budget deal, but great production quality. A very good behind the scenes view of pro wrestling, especially during that time frame. And then we also have been watching the Broken Skull sessions because Bret Hart was just on there with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, we dedicated a night. We were like, dude, okay, let's stop production.
Yep.
Let's stop editing. Go down to the garage. We had a few cigars, some really good beer,
Yeah.
and we watched it. It's by far, it could be because I love Bret Hart and Stone Cold, but it's by far the best Broken Skull sessions I've seen.
Yeah.
And Undertaker, Kane, those were both really good ones that we talked about in prior months, but the Bret Hart one was incredible.
I just feel like it's like you know, if to parallel it to like the sports universe, it'd be like listening to, like Jerry Rice and Michael Jordan talk about something, or Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley talk about something,
and then they look back at their career. And it's so
and
cool.
it's just two guys that were perfect at their craft and did it in different ways. And there's a mutual respect. You can tell they didn't like hang out together all the time because they're very different, but there's that love and mutual respect between the two of them. And it just was awesome. If you're a wrestling fan, you have to watch it.
Have to check it. And I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think because of the coronavirus, WWE is offering the network for free, so you can watch it for free if you want to.
So anyways, you might want to check that out. The current WWE product as it is today on TV sucks ass, but some of that retro stuff that you can get through the network is really cool.
Oh, it's so good. Now let's move on to the last category of the monthly recap, and that is monthly highlights. So, we obviously have this corona crap going around, and it's kind of a negative, dark time.
Yeah.
But there's still highlights. There's still fun things happening. At least in our world, we're trying to keep it positive, trying to keep moving forward. The first thing that happened is so cool. I always freak out when like huge YouTubers like our stuff on Twitter.
Yeah. It never it's always mind blowing.
So Metal Jesus rocks. We've met him a few times. He's a really cool dude. First off, he liked a couple of our tweets this month, but then he featured a video of ours on his website, which he's done before, but every time he does it, I'm blown away. I'm like,
yeah,
he's watching our videos? That's so cool.
Well, it's cool because he doesn't have to do that.
No.
And it's like really just interesting to me, and I greatly appreciate it, but like there's so many bigger channels out there that would, help him more than we could or whatever, but for him to like cast that light on us is just like, holy shit, man, like that. It means the world to us, and we've been watching, channels like his and Pixel Game Squad, Retro Liberty, things like that
for so long.
Well, before we had this channel, and kind of inspired us to do it. So to have someone that kind of inspired you acknowledge the work you're doing is just like, it's just a really cool feeling.
Another monthly highlight is we met a professional wrestler this month, and tough guy. We met Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He came to Des Moines. It was awesome. He told stories. It was really cool, and I was not that excited to meet him and go to it because he's Hacksaw.
I will correct you. We were excited, but not for the reasons that you think we were excited. Our whole goal was to go and get Megadan 29, a Hacksaw 2x4 signed. And why? Because he can't stand Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He thinks he's like one of the worst pro wrestlers who has ever grazed the face of the earth. So, literally, when
that was our only goal.
When Robert found out on social media or something that Hacksaw was coming to town, he like sent me a full screenshot of it and was like, dude, we're going. We're getting an autograph for Megadan, and we're gonna make him hang it up in his game room. I was like, of course we are. Yeah. But it actually turned out, joke's kind of on us because it was a really good time, and he had some really good stories.
I have an appreciation for him now.
Yeah.
More than I used to.
Yeah.
Because it used to just be a joke.
It turned out to be a really fun time, so that was definitely a winner for us. Another cool thing we did, we don't bring our other creative endeavor into this space very often. I don't really know why, but we've just always kind of had a little bit of a boundary. We're in a band called Hazer.
Yes.
And we had two shows. One of the shows in particular was going to be a really big one for us, generate a lot of revenue and things like that. They got canceled because of COVID-19. So we did a live performance here in the game room.
And it was really weird and kind of uncomfortable for us because we like to be loud. We like to move around on stage. And we were tight in this room, quiet.
And we play big stuff, so our drums are really big and loud. And like your bass cab's damn near as tall as you are.
Oh, and it's so heavy.
And our guitar amps, it's just loud. Like we're geared to play bigger rock clubs and venues. So to strip it down to like almost like an unplugged vibe in here, we've never really played like that very often. So we were very vulnerable. It was very naked. We were naked boys.
But I was blown away first off by the turnout. A lot of people tuned in, and I was like, holy crap. And then a lot of people donated, so thank you so much if you tuned in and donated.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do that. I was just blown away. And it was like, when we got done, I was like, dude, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
It was really
It felt like we played a real show.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it was a real show, but then it wasn't. You know, it was weird.
Yeah.
But it was still really cool.
It was, and the support was amazing, and we can't thank you guys enough. It was really cool, and for those of you that were there, we greatly appreciate it.
And it always turns out like this. 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 And it always turns out like this.
Well, folks, hang in there, stay safe, wash your hands, and we're going to get past all this COVID bullshit somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
The light is at the end of the tunnel. We can see it. We just don't know how far away it is. I don't know why. Maybe it's the beer. I don't know.
It could be the beer.
But we always appreciate you guys hanging in there with us, watching, and subscribing to the channel. Keep gaming, keep drinking. We'll see you next time right here on Gaming Off the Grid. Hey, Carl. Gaming Off the Grid here.
Carl. It'd be so funny to start episodes. Hey, Jimmy, Gaming Off the Grid. Just call out one
Well, you
person.
gotta make your videos personal. They have to hit people they have to feel it, dude. But, you know, they say your stuff needs to be niche.
Yeah.
This video is only made for people named Carl.
Well, Carl Nitch. His last name is Nitch.
That really drills it down.
Yeah, if your name's Carl Nitch, I'm sorry.
I just literally want to jump through the screen with Mario 64.
And strangle
I
the
do. I just
fucking
want to beat
death.
the shit out of it. God, he's so dumb. He just does shit on his own.
Yeah, he does. It's like, no.
He's a bad boy.
That's because he has freedom, finally.
For the first time being freed into a three-dimensional world.
You know, he's like, doesn't know how to handle himself.
He does.
It's like the first day of college, you know? Mario 64 is like the first day in college.
It is.
Okay. Yeah, see you later. Yep, that's how you do it.
See you later, Carl.